Hello, Namaste. I'm Vanette of Vernyoga, and in today's sequence, this is kind of Pilates and yoga inspired. So in my classes I tend to do a little bit of this core stability work, just to try and really help shore up some of the yoga poses, which can be having a lot of emphasis on being very flexible, very mobile, but they don't always offer stability in some of the flows. So yeah, this is for all of those that love all of the core work that we do at the beginning of class, and this is kind of putting it all together. So you will need a yoga brick. If you don't have a yoga brick, then you can use a very thick, sturdy block or book, or even a cushion. If you don't have that, if you have a football, you can use a football or a Pilates ball. So whatever you have that you can kind of use to squeeze in between your knees would be very helpful. So, with that in mind, grab whatever you need, and then we're going to lay down. So, if you haven't got a yoga mat, you don't particularly need a yoga mat for this. You can just do this on a towel. We won't be doing any kind of flows like the sun salutations where you need lots of grip to your mat. So lay down. And the first thing that we want to find is a neutral place. So a lot of the time we can be kind of flaring the ribs here and having a lot of space underneath the low back. So we want to try and not completely flatten that, but we do want to find some ease and some length. So everything in yoga and Pilates is about trying to therapeutically align the spine. And so you might need to kind of lengthen out a little bit of the back. I always find having the feet a little wider than hip width or mat width helps the glutes, the buttocks to relax. Whereas if they're too close, that feels like it puts it into my SI joints of the low back a little there. So it's important, find a place that works for you so that you can really settle down. Allow the shoulders to just sink into the frame of your body. So again, we don't want to be rounding and hunching them up, which is what we tend to do in a lot of our daily life anyway. But if you have palms turned up, helps to rotate the shoulder back and down. And then close the eyes. One of the main principles here, to relax and to find your breath. So with this, we're going to breathe long, slow, deep breaths in and out through the nose. If you, however, find it comfortable and better to exhale out through the mouth with any of these exercises, you are very welcome to do that. But generally in yoga, we breathe in and out through the nose. So for now, I don't really want you to shape the breath in any way. Just to notice it, just to observe. Sometimes we can feel really tight into the intercostal muscles, the rib muscles, tight across the chest. If you hold a lot of tension in your neck and your shoulders in your daily life, that will naturally radiate into your chest and restrict your breathing a little. So what I want you to do is just observe the movement of your breath. Notice if it's choppy, shallow. And start to work on deepening the breath in and out through the nose. As you inhale, allowing your ribs, chest, upper back to expand wide. As you exhale, softening, relaxing. Inhale, ribs, chest, upper back wide. Feeling the movement of your breath to that place. And then exhale, softening. Keep with that. Inhaling. Exhaling. Every Out breath, the sense of letting go, relaxing more. It's important to take the time to center yourself, to welcome your whole self into the practice. So it's all very well you may be laying there, but is your mind somewhere else? Can you keep it with your breath? Inhaling, ribs, chest, upper back expanding wide. Exhaling, softening. Then we're going to focus the movement of the breath from the chest as though breathing down into the belly. Think of the belly like a balloon. There's abdominal breathing here. So you push the belly out as you breathe in, expand, inflate like it's a balloon. And as you exhale, a gentle drawing of the belly back towards the spine. Deflating. Push the belly out, breathe in, expand, inflate. Exhale, contract the abdominals gently in towards the spine, squeezing the air out. Keep working with that. It often takes a little bit of practice, especially if you're new to this practice. Breathing to the belly might feel a little backward, a little odd. This is how we was born to breathe, really using that diaphragm muscle underneath the ribs to draw the air in and out. Push the belly out as you breathe in. Draw the belly into the spine as you breathe out. In some of these exercises we will be holding that contraction and moving the breath back up into the chest. But for now, deep abdominal breaths, inhaling, inflating, exhale, deflating. Almost the sense as if you're shrinking in your body away from your clothes, getting smaller, smaller, smaller. Practicing that. And we're going to find a little bit of mobility for the pelvis and the low back, just to loosen everything up a little here. So gently bend one knee, bring the foot down, and the other. Good. And then again, if you feel like you have a massive amount of space underneath your back here, you might want to give a little bit of a lift to the bottom, a little bit of a tilt, and lengthen down. And the same with the shoulders, wide across the shoulders. Good, and then we're going to do little windscreen wipers with the legs, so you can relax your hands onto your belly, take your feet wider than hip width, and the knees. Breathe in. And on your exhale, just drop the knees over to the right with no expectation of them going all the way down. Inhale, center. Exhale over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Dropping them over to the left. Exhale. Inhale, coming back to the center. Staying there. Exhale. Now we're going to move the spine in the other way. So a little forwards and back, arching or tilting the pelvis a little forwards and back. So you can have your hands onto your hip bones for a little bit of feedback here. Breathe in. And on your exhale, start to tilt the pelvis up. So if I was using my hand as kind of imaginary wheel here, you're breathing in, and on your exhale, curling and tilting in this direction. So if you had a lot of marbles on your pubic bone, they'd all be dropping in towards your belly right now. So you inhale, come back to neutral. And on your exhale, draw in the belly, pelvic floor, tilt, So we're keeping the buttocks down. They're not really lifting too much away from the mat there. It's just a rocking of the pelvis. Inhaling. Exhale, tilt, curl, draw in. Inhale, neutral. One more time. Exhale, tilt, curl in, as though you're curling your pubic bone into towards the direction of your belly button. Inhale, release, relax, exhale. So we're going to do our core breathing, which is a little bit more of an exaggerated approach to that belly breathing. As you exhale, you're going to contract the abdominals in, and it's an in and up action. So think of mid-sneeze or mid-cough when you contract and squeeze the abdominals. So we're not just hollowing the belly out as if we're walking along the beach in a bikini trying to suck the belly in. It is definitely engaging the muscles. At the same time, still on that exhale, you're going to squeeze up the pelvic floor, and I guess the simplest way I can explain where we're squeezing is think of your bathroom muscles that we're squeezing up. Also at the same time, think of these front ribs as though you're trying to draw them in towards your back ribs. So you soften the sternum down, the center of the chest down. So again, it's like you're trying to shrink in away from your clothes. So push the belly out, breathe in, expand, inflate. Exhale, contract the abdominals in, squeeze up the pelvic floor and soften your sternum, your center of your chest, down. Push the belly out, breathe in, expand, inflate. Exhale, contract the abdominals in, up, squeeze up the pelvic floor, soften the chest down. So think of pressing the whole of your spine into the mat, but not aggressively, just so that you're not arching. Push the belly out, breathe in, expand, inflate. Exhale, contract the abdominals in, so cinching in the waist, drawing the belly button in towards the spine, squeeze up the pelvic floor, soften your chest down, all on that exhale. Do it again, push the belly out, breathe in, expand, inflate. Exhale, contract the abdominals in, up, squeeze up the pelvic floor, soften the chest, get every last little bit of breath out, 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 squeeze it all out. Release and breathe easy. So from now on you want that same action, every exhale, to be contracting in and up. There will be some exercises I will say to maintain that contraction. So you will need your brick, which I've conveniently placed miles away from me. And you'll need this to be in between your knees. And we're going to bring the knees to be up directly above your hips. So if you take the knees too far away, again, you're going to get that arch underneath your low back. If you draw the knees in too close, it won't be quite as effective. But of course, if you need to draw the knees in a little bit because it feels safer for your back, absolutely. So we want the ankles to be in line with the knees, pretty much as best as you can feel or see in your own body, without someone there kind of directing you. Probably even in myself, they'll be a little higher. Flex the feet as that creates stability for the landscape of your knee. Relax the shoulders. Now press the inner edges of your feet together. Really, really press them. Squeeze the brick. And keep your core breathing going. So every exhale, drawing the belly and the pelvic floor. Really press the feet. I'm going to turn around just so you kind of know what I'm meaning by that. So we don't want to be having just the heels touching. We don't just want to be having the big toenails touching. Heels and big toenails pressing, as though if I was to try and come along and get my hand in between the feet, it would absolutely no way happen. So keep going with that. We'll be holding that for about half an hour here. Squeeze the brick, press the feet, keep the core breathing going. So already by now you should be feeling kind of everything kind of, oh, okay. Yes, I feel some muscles igniting, switching on. Try and keep relaxed in your face. I see a lot in class of people really jamming their head back into the mat and creating tension in their neck and their jaw. So Try and relax the upper body. Put all that work into the abdominals and the inner thighs squeezing here. This connects into the deep core line of muscle meridians in the body, all interconnected muscles, right from your feet all the way up. Exhale, contract abdominals in, up, squeeze up the pelvic floor, don't lose that connection. You're still pressing the feet, still squeezing the brick, still have a soft, relaxed, happy face about it. Keep going. No arch underneath the back, so you might want a little bit of a tilt of that pelvis. I know if I add that in now, I'll probably end up sounding as though I've got a bit of a shape to my voice because it makes it just a little bit more stronger. Don't lose the squeeze of the brick. There's someone, it's one of the Pilates principles, one of the yoga principles where they both marry up quite well there. Concentration. Good, inhaling. Take the brick away. Exhaling. Good, so have that nearby. We may need that again soon. Draw your knees up to your chest and just do a little rocking side to side as all of the muscles, the transverse abdominis and your back muscles work quite hard with that. Good, and then just a little stretch out of the front of the body across your hip flexors and across your tummy with bridge pose. So draw the feet in as comfortably close into the buttocks as you can. So we don't want them too far away. Knees in line with your front hip bones, they're as is bones, the front hip bones. So not the outsides of the hips, but hip bones at the front, center of the knees in line. Tuck the chin in a little towards the chest. Again, not aggressively, but just so that you're not jutting your chin up. So back of the neck nice and long. Have the arms down alongside the body. Deep breath in. And on your exhale, start to curl the pubic bone up. Start to lift the buttocks up away from the mat. We're not doing a high bridge here. Think more shoulder bridge. Form a straight line from the knees through to your shoulders. Engage the inner thighs, so a little bit of squeezing in towards one another. Not so the knees touch, but so they don't splay wide. And you're pressing down in your hands, press down in your toes as well. Think of lengthening your knees away from your head so that you don't get lots of tension in your neck. Long, slow, deep breaths in and out through the nose here. Trying not to pop the belly up, but keeping a little contained. Inhaling. Exhaling. And breathing in. And on your exhale, slowly coming down, easing, peeling the back down. Once down, draw your knees up to your chest. If you find that quite strong to do it one knee at a time until you have both knees up. Rock a little, that's just a nice way to calm the nervous system and the back muscles. Then from here, we're going to do some stability exercises. So the first one is going to be leg circles. So with this, stretch out your left leg along the mat, anchor it down. So we don't want the toes and the leg kind of flopped out to the side. Flex the foot or point the foot, but make that left leg actively press down and stretch. And then from here, breathe in. And on your exhale, lift the right leg up, keeping the knee bent for now. Keep the left hand onto your left hip, again, just for feedback and to keep that side quiet. Keep it down. And we're just going to do little circles with this right leg. So as you do that, you don't want kind of no rocking and rolling in the pelvis. You want to be really still. So breathe in. On your exhale, contract the abdominals in and up, squeeze up the pelvic floor, maintain that 30% contraction. So you've got a bit of a squeeze there. Breathe to your chest. Inhale, and as you exhale, start to open that knee out to the side. Inhaling as you come back towards the center line, really press down your left leg. Exhale as you open. Think no bigger than a saucer of a circle. Inhale through to the center. Exhaling, opening, and as you open, make sure that you're not allowing that left side of the pelvis to tilt up. Inhaling, center. Exhaling. Good, now we're going to go the other way. And if you felt that was easy, You can always start to do it with the leg a little straighter. Inhaling, exhale on the hardest part, which is the opening out to the side. Inhale, center. Exhaling, opening. Good. If it feels too much for your hamstring, go back to doing it with the knee bent. Inhaling, center. Exhaling, opening. Inhale, center. Good. Exhaling, opening. Good. Draw that knee into the chest, hug it in. Stretch out through the left leg, hug the right knee in. Breathe deeply, long, slow breaths. Just a nice release for the hip, the low back. And also this is really good. You know when you get those uncomfortable feelings in your tummy, really like a real bloated, uncomfortable feeling. This is also quite nice to do. Good, and then placing the right foot down. Good. Draw up the left knee. Adjust the low back, the pelvis. Stretch out the right leg. Anchor the right leg down. And I'm going to need to move over just a little so I have a bit more space at the side of me there. Anchor that right leg down so the foot either pointed or flexed but not flopped open. Good. Inhale. Exhale, draw in the belly and the pelvic floor. Lift the left leg up. Start off with the knee bend just because both sides are very different. Inhaling. Exhaling, open. Keep contraction of the core muscles. Inhale through to the center. Exhaling, opening. Good. Keep that right side down. Use the hand as a reminder. Inhale, center. Exhale, open. Inhale, center. Keep the belly and the pelvic floor lifted. Breathe to your chest. Exhale, open. Inhale, coming back to the center. Do it again. Exhale, open. Good. If you feel you want to now take it a little deeper, a little stronger, you can start to do it with the legs straight. And we're going to go in the opposite direction. Inhaling, exhaling, opening. Now I know that I'm a little weaker on this side, so I won't go so far. And obviously I have the wall there. Inhale, center. Exhale, opening. Good. Size of a small side plate, saucer. Mine's being more of a dinner plate. Eventually you work up to the size of a hula hoop, but again, not without finding super stillness through your pelvis. No movement there. So you exhale as the circle, the leg goes out. Inhaling, center, anchor down the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, leg moves out. Good. Just one more with that. Inhaling. Exhaling. And then bending the knee, hug the knee into the chest, squeeze it in. Long exhale out, nose or mouth. Good, draw the right knee up. Holding both knees, do a little rocking. So I always find that's just really nice for the back in between everything. It just helps everything to settle down a little. And then from here, we're going to do our little toe taps. So we're going to bring the legs back up to tabletop, so that 90-degree angle there we want with the legs. Good, you can relax the arms down by your side. Good, breathe in. And then exhale as you tap the right set of toes down. Inhale up, swap it over, exhale, left set of toes, tap down. And you want to keep the legs at a right angle. So as the leg lowers, don't draw the toes into the buttock and don't take them too far away just yet. Just keep them at that right angle. So you inhale in, exhale out. As you exhale out, draw the belly in and the pelvic floor up. So actually try and maintain that for the whole time, but if you find that you can't hold the contraction on the inhale, then definitely do it on the exhale. Inhaling, back to that 45-degree angle there, exhale out, 90 degrees actually. Inhaling up, exhale as you tap down. Inhaling up, exhale, tap down, belly, pelvic floor, inhale up, exhale, tap down, don't let the low back arch. Inhale up, Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, belly, pelvic floor, toe taps. Inhale up. Exhale, contract, squeeze lower. Inhale up, one more. Exhale, contract, squeeze, tap down. Inhale up. Hug the knees to the chest. Exhale. Good, so that's pelvic stability. Trying to keep the pelvis as still as possible as you do that. That can take quite a lot of practice for some people. And now we're going to go to the upper body stability there. So again, a lot of the times when we take the arms back behind, we'll find that there'll be a lot of rib flaring, a lot of chest splaying, and we'll want to kind of keep that contained in and not allowing again that arch in the back. So let's just work with some shoulder stability and some ribs to hug in. So stretch your arms up to the ceiling. Good, so at the moment my shoulder blades are touching. Breathe in. And on your exhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. So the shoulder blades just come off. Inhale, shoulders back down. Exhale, reach up. Inhale, tapping down. Exhale, lift, reach. Inhale, tap down. Exhale, lift, reach. And this is just for upper body integration into core stability. So it's not directly working the abdominals, or again, no, they should be contracted, held, and the pelvic floor squeezing. But this will help in just a moment. Inhaling down, exhale, reach. Do it one more time. Inhale down. Exhale as you reach, draw in the abdominals, squeeze up the pelvic floor. Inhale, relaxing the shoulders down, but keep the arms up. Exhale. Good, from here we're going to scissor the arms backwards and forwards. So inhale, exhale, right arm goes back, left goes down, ribs stay close. Inhaling up, swap it over, exhale, keep the belly and the pelvic floor up the whole time here now, ribs closed. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right arm back, left, forwards and down, belly, pelvic floor up. Inhaling up. Exhale, left back, right forwards. Inhaling up. So what should be happening is as you take the right arm back behind you, you allow the ribs and the chest to lift up. Keep it down. Inhaling up. Exhale, left back, right forwards. Good, don't take the arm too far back so the ribs splay. Stay contained. Inhale up. Exhale, right behind, left forwards and down. Inhaling up last time. Exhale, left goes back, right goes forwards. Draw in the belly, squeeze up the pelvic floor, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhaling up. And relax the arms down, exhale. Good, just let the shoulders just settle. So for some of you, the arm may not have gone all the way back. That really depends on your shoulder mobility. And also, again, just that whole shoulder girdle to rib area of flaring. So it can take a little while to think of zipping those front ribs in towards one another. So it is that action. If my hands were like ribs, you exhale and try and close them in. Good, so now we're going to put the two together. So bring your legs back up to tabletop, lengthen out the bottom. I always find I do that little scoop at the bottom. It just helps as I have quite a lordotic spine. Yeah. Good, so bringing the knees to be at that right angle. Bring your arms to stretch up. Good. So right now, just the points of the shoulder blades are touching. Good. Going to keep contained in the ribs. Going to draw the belly and the pelvic floor in and try and keep that in. So you're going to have to breathe to your back ribs here. Inhale. As you exhale, take the right leg away and right arm away behind. Inhale, back to the starting position. Left side, exhale, stretch left arm, left leg away. Draw in the belly and the pelvic floor. Inhaling up. Exhale, take two limbs away, right arm, right leg. Just tapping down. I'm not saying stretch the right leg out too far away, as you'll tend to go too far and arch the back. Inhale, center. Exhale, left leg, left arm. Just tapping the toes down, reaching behind. Inhaling up. Exhale, right, drawing the belly, pelvic floor, squeeze in. Inhaling up. Exhale, left side, tapping down. Super controlled, so there's no again rocking and rolling anywhere. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale to the center. Draw your knees to your chest, hug them up. Do a little rocking, just letting that all settle. So hopefully you can feel that. If not, then you definitely need to be working on contracting the abdominals and the pelvic floor more, keeping super still in that area, and then you should start to feel the effects of that. So from here now, you will need your brick again. So if you don't have a brick, a good thing to use here, a football, Pilates ball. You can use a book, but obviously just because of the pages, it's not going to be quite as sturdy as one of these guys. So we're going to use this. If you haven't got one of these, you can do it as though you're imagining holding something, but you will need to get that kind of squeezing action. So let's say you have one of these. You're going to have it medium width in between your hands. You're going to close the fingers up so you're not gripping your block with your pinky fingers or your thumbs. Close the thumbs in, close the fingers in. So the only way you are holding the brick is by pressing it. Yeah. So when you have that, inhale. And then exhale as you take the brick up and back behind you, not allowing your ribs to splay wide. Exhale and zip front ribs in, or draw your front ribs in towards your back ribs. So you're going to need to breathe through your back ribs here. Press the hands to the brick, keep that fired up. Keep breathing. You might not take the arms too far back, as again you'll get the arch into your back. No space. Press down. Good, keeping with that, keep pressing the brick like it's a sugar cube you're trying to crush. So really squeezing in like that. Yeah. Good, from here, draw your knees up to your chest. Inhale. Stretch the legs up. Exhale. Don't worry if the legs don't go super straight. If you've got tight hamstrings and they need to be bent like this, absolutely. Don't force with that. Good, we're going to lower a leg down, and it might only lower an inch. I would say please don't take it all the way down to the floor, as you'll just end up losing the control of that, flaring ribs, and there's no core work there whatsoever. Yeah, so a little of this is better. Press the hands, press that brick, breathe in, and then exhale, lowering the right leg down. It might only be an inch, drawing the belly and the pelvic floor, no arch under the back. Inhale, right leg comes back up, press the hands to that brick. Exhale as you lower the left leg down, drawing the belly and the pelvic floor. Inhaling up, press the hands. Exhale, belly, pelvic floor, lower the right leg. Inhaling up. Exhaling, left leg lower. So you might be able to lower a little more each time. Inhale up, but do not let the low back arch. It's completely pointless then. Exhale, lower the right leg down. Draw in the belly. Pelvic floor is up. Inhale, right leg lifts. Notice we're doing it super slow, it's more effective. Exhale, left leg lowers. Inhale up. Exhale, right leg lowers. Inhale up. Keep pressing the hands to the brick. Exhale, left leg lowers. Draw in the belly, squeeze up the pelvic floor. Inhale up. Stay there. Exhale. Release the hands from the brick. Give your shoulders a little bit of an ease out. Cross the arms across the chest. We have another version of that to do, slightly stronger. If that felt enough for you, yeah,
If that felt, you know, it's like, okay, I can feel the effectiveness of that, but I'm not going to go any further because I can feel that going into my back. Then just repeat what you've done, again watching how low you lower the leg, and don't add in the upper body. So we're going to take hold of the brick again, close up the fingers, close up the thumbs, press the hands to the brick, the brick is back behind you, stretch the legs back up. Good, so again, keep the upper body down, especially if you have any low back issues or head and neck issues, keep the upper body down. Otherwise, if you're good in that department, breathe in. And on your exhale, draw in the belly and the pelvic floor, lift the upper body up. So you don't want to be bringing the brick too far forward, you want the head, the ears in line with the upper arms. Good. Maintaining that squeeze of the brick, this is where it gets hard to talk now. Breathe in. And on your exhale, lower the right leg down. Draw in the belly and the pelvic floor, don't go too low. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, left leg lowers. Draw in the belly, squeeze up the pelvic floor. Don't let the ribs flare. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, right leg lowers. Keep pressing the hands vigorously to the brick. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, left leg lowers. Draw in the belly, squeeze up your bathroom muscles. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, right leg lowers. Draw in the belly, squeeze up. Inhale up. Exhale, left leg lowers. We have another 100 of these to do. Inhale, left leg lifts. Keep the control, keep the quality. Exhale, right leg lowers, zip in the belly, squeeze up the pelvic floor, press your hands to the brick. Inhale, right leg lifts. I lied, it's only one more. Exhale, left leg lowers, squeeze in, squeeze up. Inhale, left leg lifts, lift everything up to the ceiling, lift, 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 lift. Bottom up, legs up, head up, brick up. And then exhale, lower down. Taking the brick back behind you, hug your knees to your chest. And just for if the neck played any part of that, please gently roll your head a little side to side, carefully. Deep breaths in. Sigh out through the mouth. Let that go. Good, bring the feet down onto the mat. Bring the soles of the feet together and allow your knees to drop out to the side in supine butterfly. Again, if that just feels uncomfortable, if you've got back issues, either support the hands underneath your thighs or just be in low bridge shape, just relax there. So this is just about opening up the body after what you've done. And just focus your long, slow, deep breaths here. You can let a little of the contraction of the abdominals go now. Go back to belly breathing. Inhale, inflate. Exhale, deflate, relax. Good. Just take the time to observe how you feel right now, what has changed. Bringing the hands back underneath the thighs, help the knees to come up, draw them up to the chest, do a little rocking side to side. What is also nice is to move the knees a little in towards the chest and away. Rocking a little backwards, forwards. Good, so from here now, we're going to move into doing our 45 pose. So with this, again, it's very important, don't take the legs too low. I often see this in class that people take the legs too low because they think it's going to be more effective, but actually taking the legs too low, again, you're going to get that arch underneath the back and the belly's going to pop out. Yeah? And it's a bit pointless because you don't want to hurt the back. This is supposed to be strengthening for your back. And for the whole of the abdominal area, all the way around. So, think just 45. Think if I was at a clock now and my arm was at 12 o'clock, then you'd be aiming for about 2 o'clock. Yeah? That kind of direction. So with this, You're going to bring the knees out to the side and bring the heels of the feet together. So if I turn, we've got Charlie Chaplin feet. Yeah, and we're going to keep Charlie Chaplin feet as we zip the legs together and take them out away. I'm just going to stick with staying with this way round. I think it might be easier for you to see with this. So to start off with, knees wide, heels together. Relax the arms down by your side. Breathe in. And on your exhale, zip the legs together, take them out to about 2 o'clock, 45 degrees, drawing the belly and pelvic floor. Inhale, frog. Exhale, zip the legs together, take them out, 45. Inhale, frog, maintain that kind of Charlie Chaplin feet. Exhale, zip the legs together, shoot them out, 45. Belly in, pelvic floor. Good, keep going with that. Inhale, frog. Exhale, draw in the belly, pelvic floor. Inhale, frog. Exhale, zip the legs together, shoot them out. Inhale, frog. Exhale, draw in the belly and the pelvic floor. Don't let it pop up, draw in. Inhale, frog. Exhale, belly, pelvic floor, shoot the legs out, 45. Can you do that 2 more times? Is it possible? Inhale, frog. If not, don't strain in your back. Exhale, belly, pelvic floor, squeeze up. Inhale, frog. Last time, exhale, squeeze the legs together, shoot them out. Inhale, bring the knees to the chest. Exhale it out, do a little rocking. We have another version of that. If that felt strong enough and a challenge for you right now, stay with that, repeat it again. Again, if you felt it was pulling in your low back, don't take the legs so low. If you do a lot of my classes and you're used to pretty much these poses that we do, these exercises, then you can perhaps take it up the next level, which is the upper body lifting as well. Again, if you've got any neck issues, don't do this. Yeah? Or you can support the head with your hand, but you are not pulling up with the hand. You are resting the whole weight of your head into your hand as you do that. Okay. So from here, frog legs, Charlie Chaplin feet, heels together, toes wide. Arms down by the side of the body, or in preparation, have a hand behind your head. Inhale. As you exhale, zip the legs together, take them out at 45, lift the upper body up, draw the belly in. Inhale, lower everything down, come to frog legs. Exhale, draw the belly and the pelvic floor as you lift, zip the legs together. Inhale, lower down, frog. Exhale, zip, squeeze up. Inhale, frog. Exhale, zip the legs together, squeeze up. Inhale, frog. Exhale, draw in the belly and the pelvic floor. Don't let the belly pop out, draw it in. Inhale, frog. Good, exhale, zip in, squeeze. Must be getting serious now, you see, I'm getting angry. Inhale, frog. Exhale, draw in the belly. Not angry, enthusiastic. Inhale, frog. Exhale, draw in the belly, zip the legs together. Do it one more time. Inhale, frog. Exhale, draw in the belly, squeeze up the pelvic floor, hold, squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And relax, lower down. Good, do a little rocking. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Good, just stay with that. A few breaths here. Ease out your back. Maybe even circle the knees around. Full circle, semi-circle. Good, then we're going to do some rocking and rolling on the back. If that again does not sound like a good idea for your back right now, if you have any disc issues going on, it might not be so good to roll on the spine, or if you're on a hard surface with only a thin mat, that may not be so good. But we're going to see how we go, because again, this is back strengthening, but it's also a nice release at the same time for your back. And of course, you're getting to the abdominals too. So we're going to hold on to the back of the thighs, inhaling. And as you exhale, press your thighs into your hands to roll up. Exhale. Inhaling down. Exhale, roll up. You're not coming onto the back of your neck here. Inhaling down. Exhaling up. Inhaling down. Exhaling up. Each time you do it, when you come up, see if you can hover the feet off. Inhale as you go down. Exhale up. Keep the chin tucked in a little here. Inhale back. Exhale up. Hover. Inhale back. Exhale up. Be mindful you are not going back on your neck. You are just going back onto your shoulders and then coming up. Inhaling down. Exhaling up. Inhaling down. Maybe this time, exhale, hover up. See if you can take the feet away. Inhale down. Exhale up. See if you can take the feet away. Inhale down. Exhale up. Little by little. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. You'll find it easier if you really press your thighs into your hands. Inhaling down. Exhale, press the thighs into your hands as you come up. Inhaling down. Exhaling up. And we're going to do it one more time to stay up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Hold, hold, hold. See if you can straighten one leg up. Lower down. Straighten the other leg up, and that will depend on your hamstrings. Lower down. Inhale, lifting. Exhaling down. See if you can ease the chest away from the knees. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. If it's too strong, bring your toes to touch down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Bring the feet down. Inhale. Reach the chest forwards. Hands over the top of the knees. Exhale. Round a little. Good. From here, open out the knees to the side, soles of the feet quite far, together, but quite far away from your buttocks. And just soften. Don't force to come forwards. This is not about trying to get your head down to your feet here. This is not about trying to force down. It's just about surrendering to the shape. Close the eyes. Deep breaths in. Long, slow breaths out. Lowering the shoulders down away from your ears. Ease out the neck. Exhaling. Just little movements in the neck. Nothing too enthusiastic. And then we're going to do a little twist flow here. So we're going to come to cross-legged. If cross-legged is not your friend, it's not a happy place for the hips or for your knees. So if you have a tendency to kind of roll back and kind of have a scooped out position, then be on a cushion, be on a brick, so that you have a little bit more height in the pelvis and where you can allow the knees to drop down, and it just feels a little bit more, lifted, lighter. So from here, finding a comfortable place with the feet, that might be ankles crossed on top of one another, or the feet, as I prefer, in front of one another. Have the arms at the side. Inhale, take the arms wide and up, lift the chest, and on your exhale, twist around to your right. Inhale the arms wide and up, no force, no strain. Exhale around to the left, so the hands just touch down, you're not kind of yanking your body around. Inhale wide and up. Exhale, lowering around to the right. Inhale wide up. Exhale around to the left. Inhale the arms wide and up, spread the fingers. And as you exhale, twist around to your right, and we're going to stay to that place. So shoulders down away from the ears. Again, you're not using the hands as a lever to anchor them, to really straight to go around. It's just purely anchoring you there, touching down. So even if you lifted the hands off, you wouldn't spin back around.
Again, I try not to have too much movement in the pelvis here. Trying to keep stable in that low body. Close the eyes. Go in. Stay with the awareness to your breath. Inhale as you come back around to the front, take the arms wide and up. Inhale. Then around to your left, twisting. Exhale. The spine, the chest is lifted, pelvis still. Hands just resting in that twist, not forcing around. Dropping the shoulders down, the eyes closed. Deep breaths in, long, slow breaths out. Deep, full breaths. So there's deep breaths in to energize you, and those long, slow breaths out to calm. Back around to the front, inhale, take the arms wide and up, lift up the chest, lift up the chin a little, but not dropping the head all the way back. And on your exhale, bring the hands into prayer pose of the heart. Just bowing the head down. Taking this moment in time to just acknowledge all that we should be grateful for in our lives, for everything we have, for everyone we know, and for this wonderful gift that we have called yoga. Namaste.